From upgrades to the Blazy Maze YouTube channel, like a new skin, banner, and profile picture, to a packed Q&A with absurd questions, this is the ultimate Blazy Maze update video. And whoa ho ho, we're in the Q&A world now. I'm just gonna play some Minecraft and answer your questions. And it's not starting off great as we spawned in a savannah. I'm gonna get this lonesome tree. And start off with the first question, which is again not starting on a very positive note, but it was submitted by Myro_420. How on hell did it take 11 months for a vid? Crying emoji, crying emoji. Well, are we serious? Well, you know, life can be busy, school and stuff like that, and I did post videos. This wasn't the only one. I did the bakery stuff, I did long plays, so it wasn't the only one, and I just posted 6 long form and 6 YouTube shorts, so I don't know what you're talking about. Next one, submitted by Hootie Hoo Hoots. What a name. How do you use blocks so well? I've been building for years and can't even compare. Well, first of all, thank you very much. Very nice compliment. Honestly, I don't know. I've just practiced a lot. Even though these last couple months I've been doing a lot of editing and focused on school, so I really haven't had the time to build. Like, I've not really even had the time to practice with the new shelves or anything like that. But honestly, watching lots of YouTubers really helps to inspire. Finding your own kind of style. You kind of want to stick out. You don't want to just like copy someone's style. I feel like that's a flaw in some builders. And personally, if you ask me when I started getting good at building, I would say it was 2024, I would say. I feel like when people started utilizing something called, I guess people call it block vomit, but to me, it's just putting lots of care, thought, and different blocks into something and really creating something masterfully created. It has so much detail. Everything is thought out. Things aren't just randomly put. Everything has a purpose. I feel like that's the style of building I like to do. But before that, like, I started building in 2021, pretty much. What I noticed is like you kind of learn something and then you kind of have like exponential growth, but it takes a while to get to that point. I think your mind just kind of unlocks this creative state easier and you can just create more effortlessly. Next question was submitted by It's Mr. Cool Plays. And of course, why would it be a normal question coming from him? Would you rather sit on a cactus and eat cake or sit on a cake and eat cactus? So I think there's a pretty obvious answer here. And I think it's the first part of it. Because sitting on a cactus, while it hurts and you're getting like the prickers and thorns though, you're eating cake and the cake is not like slicing your throat or like your stomach or intestines at all. But if you eat cactus, I don't know if that would like hurt your stomach or your intestines. I mean, would it like just shred them and would you die? So I'm gonna pick sit on a cactus and eat cake. Next one was submitted by Vash Sanchez-S9Y. And if you're wondering, this is the Vash that commented.
Get over here. Get over here, boys. No! No!
Bro, you did not just fall. What are the characteristics of a Sigma male? Okay, I think there's a very obvious answer here. First, you have to have a good jawline. You have to mew consistently. You have to aura farm. Fourthly, you have to know some stuff about building. Fifthly, is that even a word? You have to have a YouTube channel. Sixth, your name has to be Blazy Maze. Seventh, you have to be recording a Q&A right now. I think that's the criteria, personally. Okay, next question was submitted by Frog NBD. Name 5 of your favorite music artists. Okay, see, this is an interesting question for me because personally, I don't really listen to a lot of new age or mainstream artists, if I'm gonna be honest. I listen to people that are like dead. Okay, that sounds weird, but like I really enjoy classical music, Baroque music. Sounds weird, but romantic music, which is basically classical music, but just in the romantic era. But I do like some new music. For instance, I like game soundtracks, you know. Some of them is like C418. I mean, I've listened to all of the Minecraft songs so many times, I can't even count, you know. I have all different playlists created just for like creative music, survival music, you know. Also, don't know if you guys know of a game called Chained Together. That soundtrack is amazing as well, especially the city. Doot, 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 doot. Check it out. Probably like an artist that I like that is more popular now is Melky Chance. They're a really good artist that I like. Mainly their 2 older albums. I think one's called Sad Necessary and the other one I don't know, but they're both on screen right now. For top 10 artists, I would have to say number 1 is probably Mozart. You know, a lot of his symphonies are great. His Requiem is great. I've been fortunate enough to see that in person before. I'd say Tchaikovsky's number 2 because he literally created the Nutcracker, bro. It is so iconic. I love the Nutcracker. And his overtures are great, and his concertos. For number 3, I think I'll put C418 for obvious reasons. Literal best video game soundtrack of all time. Number 4, I'm gonna put Melky Chance because I kind of grew up listening to them. It's also just a bit of a nostalgia, if I'm gonna be honest. Number 5, probably Beethoven. A lot of nice symphonies from Beethoven's and the iconic dun 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 dun, you know. Actually, number 6, I'd put Dvorak, his New World Symphony, Humoresque, or however you say it. Then number 7, I'd put Vivaldi for his Four Seasons. For 8, maybe I'd put Rossini. He created the William Tell Overture, Thieving Magpipe, very classic songs. Ooh, I just thought of number 9. I think his name is Gareth Cooker. He made like the mini game soundtrack for like Tumble and Glide and Battle. Very underrated. And number 10, who could be number 10? Ooh, I just thought of one. Dmitry Sevastyanov. He makes some really just like nice and easy listening music. Very whimsical. I like that. But yeah, I have a wide range of music that I like to enjoy. I like lots of genres of music. And then It's Mr. Cool Plays commented again and said, could also do top 5/10/500 you decide content creators. Yeah, let me just name my top 500 content creators right now. I think I'm gonna do top 10. For my number 1 content creator, I'm gonna say Smallish Beans. I've not missed a single one of his videos in the past 6 years. I really enjoy his personality and his builds and stuff like that. Number 2, I'm probably gonna have to say B-Dubs. He's inspired me a whole lot just with his like artistically way of building in Minecraft. I feel like it's basically like inspired a whole generation of builders and such like that. Oh no. Dodge and weave. Okay, then what do we got? Number 3. To be honest, I haven't been watching a lot of people because I've just been busy. Ooh, number 3 is probably Luke the Notable. You guys probably know who that is, but he kind of started the 100 Days trend. Number 4, I'm gonna have to say Queso. I watched his whole Minecraft series when he was doing that. A lot of his scary games and stuff like that. I know a lot of people like him, and I am one of those people. Don't think I'm basic. Number 5, I'm gonna say Courage Gaming. Yeah, Fortnite YouTuber. I don't really watch him anymore, but I used to watch him quite a lot. Maybe like 2021, 22, 23, around that era. As far as number 6, I'm gonna say Two Set Violin. They're a music channel. With number 7, probably Oversimplified. He's that guy that makes really good history videos and he animates them really well. Number 8, probably a lot of people don't know him, but Zebra Gamer. I kind of grew up watching a lot of his Let's Plays. And for my 9th content creator, I'd have to say The Big Da Bump. Most of you have probably never heard of him, but he made some very cool Minecraft videos to classical music. And for number 10, I'd probably just say Jinxie. And I saved the best question for last, which was submitted by XPhoenixD, which they ask, what's your IP address? I mean, I guess you guys deserve to know my IP address, you know, since you're watching this video. So it's 6767. But yeah, I'm not going to actually tell you my IP address. I'm not stupid. Well, okay, maybe a little, but that's stupid. And now that I can't speak. And now that we're at the end of the questions, let me just finish this little whatever I built. Wow, what a good entrance. It's just my best build ever. Yep, pretty basic. Cobblestone. Ooh, a nice lineup. Oak wood. And, ooh, 2 peonies. So now that we're done with the Q&A segment, let me transition into the behind the scenes plus the future of Blaze the Amaze. So whoa, we're on the title screen of Minecraft Java Edition. As you know, I released a couple videos recently, so I just want to show you some behind the scenes of it. This is my hardcore testing world. I have spent a lot of time in here, as you can see, which was spent designing stuff, but however, I am not continuing the hardcore world because I want a survival forever world. I built a lot of stuff in here that never got added, some very nice terraforming. This was a very nice bridge down that never got finished. Future outlines of a bridge, a fully custom iron farm with my own design in here. This was going to be my automatic pumpkin and melon farm, and then I was going to trade with all villagers. And here you walk in, very nice. There was going to be like 20 villagers in here that you trade for pumpkins and melons. All these tubes, they shoot up pumpkins and melons. I was really liking the effect of seeing them being transported up. And if you head down these stairs, you can see the inner workings of it, which I made this up. Not anything crazy at all, just some automatic crafters with them being automatically harvested. This was going to be episode 3. I was going to do a little thing for day 365. I was going to have my cake trophies. So for each 365 days in Minecraft, I'd put a cake. This was going to be my upgrade for my storage system. Very nice storage system in here. I originally built this because Cameron wanted me to build it for him, and years passed and he has not built it. But in the future, you might see this top and this top built in something. Do some more testing stuff. This automatic wool farm that I created, I really like it. It's very efficient. I think I want to build this sometime. Some very rough raid farms that were very slow. This was the outline of the pumpkin and melon farm. You can obviously see it's very interesting long tubes, but I wanted some verticality and variety. This was something that I just built. I think it was going to be my storage system, but I got a little burnout on it. Then if we go into my main creative world, in most of my videos, you can see like I build lots of things. It might just be for a couple seconds, but like this was for my stream starting soon screen. When you transfer through the portal, you know, I built this whole thing, and this was like my gaming room, and then you had the live thing turn on. So I built all these little rooms for just sections of the video. This is for bedrock. This is where I was. Bedrock for bedrock. You understand? This was for the portal. So this was for the stream starting soon, because you transfer through this portal to go to YouTube live streaming land. Okay, don't call me a cornball. It's what I came up with. So I had to like copy and paste this, as you can see, forever, so I could just be flying for like a minute straight. You can just see lots of these. Look at this. This was for the maces or whatever. This was for that thing that I built but then I never used. This was for the end of the video. This is the game show room. This was for a part of the video. This is for my channel banner, which I'll go into more depth in just a second. For Impossible Minecraft, I was originally going to make this base, which it's pretty good, but we didn't get very far as we just stopped the recording. But how we were supposed to get in, press this button. Ooh, you fall down. Ooh, a little nice base, kind of moody atmosphere. Okay, walk in. Chests. Barrels, because chests kill you. So Cameron, Vash, Levi. Crafting table so you wouldn't die. Pretty cool base. Nothing crazy because I don't want too many different resources to get. Oh yeah, some sweet berries. This was a nice room. For my stream starting soon screens and things like that, I put a lot of thought into it. I wanted to have kind of a story. Initially for my stream ending soon, I was going to come back out of the cave, because in the stream starting soon, you like start in a cave. So it'd be kind of a full circle moment. You'd come out of the lush cave and you think it was the stream starting soon place, but then you go up this big staircase. But I decided I didn't really like it, and so then I changed it to this, which is just, you know, a whimsical castle that has thanks for watching. I don't know, that's just what I like to do. I don't think I've really ever seen anyone do it, so I thought, hey, is this an original idea? Maybe not. So I did that, and yeah, it's finished. I take no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts to success. This is stream starting soon. Some of it was done in survival. As you could see, I had to break some blocks, but I did not gather all these resources and build all this. Obviously, this is just a cabin you started in. You know if you watched it. You can find all these screens on my Blaze the Amazer channel, linked in the description, and you could see them soon as I start streaming. And then I went down this cave, fell down here. Ooh, this path that I did not build. The creator of YouTube Land this way built it. And you went down this huge staircase. And I made it a point at the beginning of the stream starting soon screen to like take lava from a lush cave, so I could use it here, so it could open it. Yep, just like that. Okay, there we go. And then, oh, they're actually still here. But these are just summoned mannequins, you know, with the command and everything. Yeah, I wanted to make it kind of like a story, like I'm going to YouTube Land, and then I went through this portal, and then I went to Streamland, you know. Kind of cool concept, I think. Okay, now we're here at my computer background. Yes, it's glitched. Don't know why. It's supposed to be this image, but I wanted to show you some of the behind the scenes of my skin, profile pictures, stuff like that. So there's a program called Blockbench, which allows you to make all custom like assets and animations and stuff like that, custom things like that. But if we go into this one, this is how I made my profile picture. So I got my skin. You do all this complicated stuff that only I can understand. No, it's pretty simple. You import your skin. Then I had to import, but you had to download like Minecraft's blocks and entities and stuff like that. Same with the smoke particles. It was very finicky. Had to delete a lot to make it just how I wanted. And smoke particles, I went through so many iterations. I spent just like a week doing this and my banner and my skin. Yeah, that's how I did it. And then I go from this into something called Nomad. Import, export. Yep. And you go do a little bit of this. You import, export as a GITF model. And we can import that. New project. And here we are. We're in like a fully rendered state. And then you can add all these special effects. You can add a light. You know, you can adjust the shadows and stuff. You can see just like that. And you can add post processing, which, ooh, yeah, that adds the flair, which is how I made my profile picture. And you have to angle it whatever way you want. And that's pretty much how I did it. Mess around with these effects for a while. I can make the bloom Okay, that's a little too much. And then I added some chromatic aberration, which adds like these red lines and you like distorted, like glitchy effect. Because if I take it off, oh, okay, so these do have it. These are my previous ones. My skin originally had a black shirt. I originally thought that was kind of boring, so I had to redo my whole skin, redo my whole banner, redo my whole profile picture. This is my channel banner. This is how it is. Basically what I did, I took a screenshot of like just these vanilla trees. I just wanted a vanilla-esque tree in the background, not any custom crazy thing. Same with this. I just took it on Flashback and then with a green screen and then removed it. And look how paper thin it is. It is literally so thin. These are fully rendered objects set in my skin. Same with that. But for something like this is how it's made, and it really gives the effect that it is 3D. And then I just put it through Nomad Sculpt. This is for my Patreon builds. See, this was my original profile picture with the black, and yeah, this was my original skin. I made this whole skin. That took another couple days. I was gonna originally like rebrand to be like a tree, which I mean, that's a cool aspect. I think I did some very good texturing on it, and then I put some bushes and grasses, which is kind of cool, but I decided against it because I feel like it needed to be more me, you know, and this is just a random tree. It doesn't make much sense, but it's still cool. Same with whatever this is. So yeah, with the aspect of a tree skin, this is what I wanted it to look like with the profile picture with like holding like a spruce sapling. Then I drew it a little better, more pixelated. But don't you worry, I have some plans for this channel. I'm not gonna upload every like 11 months with a video. I wanna try to upload, at least for the summer, like once or twice a month of my forever world. It's gonna be not as highly edited, it's gonna be more, you know, calm. It's gonna have more artistic building, a little more intelligent, because after all, I really enjoy building. And as you see in the background, I did have an idea to do an amplified world, and I did build something, which, oh my god, it is my favorite build to date. But you can't see it until probably next month. I was gonna do amplified because I haven't seen many people do it, but I quickly realized I understand why people don't do it. It's because, well, as you're building up all this terrain, you just gotta remove more terrain, so it's just kind of stupid. So I think I'm gonna be doing a plains flatter world, so I can build up my terrain instead of having the restrictions, obviously. So that's the future. I also want to live stream this summer a minimum 1 time a week and an absolute maximum of 5. 5 would be amazing. Monday through Friday. I don't know if I could do it, especially the beginning. You know, streaming, I don't know how difficult it is, you know, time consuming and exhausting. Don't know how that will be, but I will test it. I will have a webcam. I have a new microphone. I got the new stream starting soon screens. The future is bright. You could even say it's fiery. You could even say it's ablaze. You could say it's even blazing amazing. So I'm very excited for the future of this channel. I've learned a lot. I think many new and beginner YouTubers just expect all the success. I fell into that trap. I thought this was going to be so easy peasy lemon squeezy, but no, it is quite difficult. But I feel like this could be the start, the prime of my channel. So if you want to see some very cool videos coming soon that are very cinematic, that are very artistic, and leave you with a good feeling, tune in this summer. So I feel like this intro is just a lot of me rambling, and you probably don't even care. And most people might have just skipped to the end of the video to see this. In that case, screw you, watch the whole video, play more ads. But for real, thank you each and every one of you who subscribed. It's kind of crazy to think there's like 3,500 people that clicked the button for my channel and have heard me talk. That's a little creepy to think about, 3,500 people. So with that, I'm Blazy Maze, and I hope you will continue to amaze.